In the shadows of giants, we stand tall. Echoes of courage in every call. We are the wildfire, burning bright. With every heartbeat, we claim our right. We are not our ancestors, but their flame we hold. Fighting for freedom, a story retold. In this land of the brave, we rise and we see. Together we stand in unity free. With voices like thunder, we pierce the night. Mahalia spirit in harmony's light. Each step we take, a dance on the line. Resilience in spirit, our souls intertwine. We are not our ancestors, but their flame we hold. Fighting for freedom, a story retold. In this land of the brave, we rise and we see. Together we stand. Through trials and storms, we forge our way. With roots in the past, we greet the new day. In this sacred struggle, our voices align. A testament of love and freedom, we shine. We are not our ancestors, but their flame we hold. Fighting for freedom, a story retold. A story retold. In this land of the
I'm a queen, I'm a goddess, I'm the girl everybody want. Yeah, everybody wanna be me. I'm a boss, I'm a queen, I'm a goddess, I'm a girl everybody want.
Hello, my beautiful people. Hope everyone is doing well. Welcome to Astute Queen B's Thoughts. I am Astute Queen B. This is my channel. Y'all know we the real gladiators over here because we never give up and we never give in. And some of us are also millimeters, okay? And we stand on business. I hope everyone is having a beautiful day. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Astute Queen B's Thoughts. Or Thoughts of Astute Queen B. It depends. But I am the same queen anyway, okay? Welcome to the channel, everyone. Please do me a favor. Hit that like button. Subscribe to the channels if you have not done so right already. Please do so. I'd appreciate that. Also, hit that reaction button. And let me know down in the comment section what you think and what you feel about what I'm getting ready to say. Because I told y'all, I think a lot. I watch a lot of documentaries and things like that. So I said, you know what? I'm going to give them some information that some people will agree with, some will disagree with, and that is okay. We all have the right to believe what we believe and understand what we understand and know the knowledge. I've read about it, searched it, Googled it, whatever. I want to talk about two things that are very important. But first, I'm going to welcome everybody into my chat the proper way that I do. So welcome to Astute Queen B's home, okay? We talking real life. We're not talking about fake stuff. We talking about real life stuff. That's why it says real life talk. So that's what we doing, okay? So, excuse me for the sniffling. My nose and eyes is running, y'all. But let me give y'all the proper welcome. Here we go. Oh, here we go. When I walk through,
when I walk through, got sauce too. Came with the gang, chopper rain, get a up. Shine. When I walk through, yeah, she found it. Who brought you? Twins in the beans once again. Yeah, I brought two. When I walk through.
Okay. That is the proper way that Astute Queen Bee likes to welcome everybody to the chat. That is our theme song for this channel, for our channel as well. But the title, you see what the title says. It says there is no such thing as white people, and we as a people did not come from apes. And I put that up there because I'm so tired of hearing this goofy story about how people evolved from apes. That's a bold-faced lie. That's first and foremost, that's a bold-faced lie. We did not come from apes. We came from Adam and Eve. Okay. So if you don't understand it, child, that I don't know what to tell you. Okay. But I want to share with y'all, if I could get to it. Nope, that's not it. This is her. Because this lady has taught me over the years that there is no such thing as white people. Okay. And I used younger people look at me like I'm stupid. But if you look at a sheet of paper, Caucasian people are not white. They're Caucasian. They are melanin deficient, is what they are. That's what the technical term would be, melanin deficient. Just like albinos are melanin deficient. See, the difference is when they took everybody from Africa and brought them over to the States. I'm not even going to call it the United States because I know it probably had a different name. But anyway, brought them to the States over across the waters. After they stole and snatched our language from us, they stole and took our families from us. They stole and robbed our continents of diamonds and gold and rubies. And the people that live in, the queen over there, her and her family over there that they take care of over there, all those diamonds and jewels they have in their crowns came from Africa. That's stolen jewels. So they shouldn't even have those, but I'm just saying they still got them anyway. But also, we came from Adam and Eve. I don't know where these Caucasian people come from saying we come from apes, because we did not evolve from apes. Now, Caucasian people are melanin deficient because when they took those set of people, they took them up there, way up there in the mountains where it was cold as hell. Didn't mean to cuss. Where it was cold, and they lived in the caves. I think that's where they get the thought of caveman. Like they acted like cavemen, and they ate each other. Not in a freaky way, but in a cannibalistic way. So they're so used to the cold. That's why they like the cold. Most black folks don't like the cold because most of our families came from Caribbean islands, Africa, the continent of Africa, different continents on Africa. And Miss Jane Elliott helped me explain it better. So I'm going to show y'all Miss Jane Elliott. I love her. And like I said, Caucasians there's no such thing as really as white people. I know they don't know that. I don't know if some of y'all might not know that. But again, if you hold a sheet of paper up to them, that's white. That paper is white. If you pull a white crown up, that's white. They're not that complexion. No disrespect. So nobody please take disrespect. I'm just telling you what they used to be called. They used to be called pale faces. That's what the Native Americans call them, pale face, because that's what they are, pale, melanin deficient. That's why you ever see when a lot of Caucasian people like to lay out in the sun all the time and bake. I'm still trying to get somebody to answer that question. Maybe somebody in here coming through here might give me the answer to this question. I'm going to ask the question. And the question is, if Caucasian people dislike or hate black people so bad, why do they lay in the sun to suntan to get dark if they don't like our dark complexion? Anybody got an answer for that? Y'all can put it in the comment section. I'll respond to it. Because I really be trying to find out. I try to ask my friend. She said, girl, I don't know. She said, I ain't staying in no sun. She said, and you know, and she from the hood. But she's a Caucasian lady. And child, she just is she just as vanilla as she want to be, but she just as black girl to me as anybody else. So she was like, girl, I don't know. And she from North. White girl from North. Okay. She don't know nothing about laying out no sun trying to bake. So that's a question I would love somebody to answer. Maybe somebody come through here, you can answer that question. I don't mind. I'm not trying to be disrespectful. But I also need people to understand Christopher Columbus ain't discovered shit. Okay? This land was here before he brought his ass over here. And actually another fact is, even though the Native Americans was here already, 1111, Native Americans was here already, black folks, again, people need to remember, most of our families come from islands, other continents, that y'all snatched our family up and brought them over here. Then you got this orange demon now talking about how he gonna send people back. He need to send his wife back to wherever she came from. She's the foreigner in this country, because this country is made up of foreigners. It was built on the back of black people, Asian people, and some other indigenous people that were held captive as somewhat like slavery, but not as bad as slavery. Now, if y'all want to check out something that's really, really good and really, really powerful, I'm actually in the middle of watching it still. And it's called Stamped from the Beginning. I'm going to do a live about that video, because it has blown my mind already. It actually came out in 2023, but I just found it. See, I love Black history. I love all kinds of stuff. So I'm going to put some stuff out there. If y'all like it, cool. If y'all don't, then I know not to talk about it no more. But most of the time, I'm going to talk about what I want to talk about. Why? Because this is my home. Okay, this is my home. Matter of fact, I'm going to let my grandbaby say hey. Hey, say hey, Lee. Dad. That Nana baby. Sorry, y'all. I had to play Nana baby because I ain't get to see Nana ain't get to see her baby, so I just felt like playing that. But anyway, as I was saying, because I want to keep my head on straight as well, and not go too far with this conversation, because like I told y'all, Stamped from the Beginning we're gonna talk about. But tomorrow around 6:30 p.m. we will be talking about the first and second episode of the Diddlers, The Reckoning of the Diddler. I don't call him the name that's on there, but I call him the Diddler. Okay, we will be talking about him tomorrow at 6:30 p.m. I do believe it is. It's not, I remind y'all on my community wall. But anyway, as I was saying, Miss Jane Elliott showed me and helped me understand more, because I used to say before, again, they not white. I used to say they was clear or see-through, because like I said, I don't be meaning no disrespect. It became a personal joke between me and my ex, but it's actually a true fact. Like, anywho, I'm not even gonna say it because I don't want to be disrespectful. But anywho, that there are no white people, because again, we all come from the same place. I don't care if you Dominican, Puerto Rican, Filipino, whatever. We all have come from the same thing. Y'all ancestors just got dropped off in a different place. That's it. We did not come from apes. I don't know who keeps coming up with this theory, but that's what Caucasian people like to do. They like to change history. But if you believe in God and you follow that Bible, and I haven't even sat and read the whole entire Bible myself, and I can say that honestly. Yeah, what? Okay. Okay, where was I? I got thrown off. Sorry about that, y'all. Anywho, where was that? Where was that? But anywho, let me say this again. We did not come from apes, and I wish people would stop saying, "Oh, scientists said." Y'all don't want to listen to scientists when it comes down to weather, but you want to say because the scientists said we came from apes. No, now if y'all want to say y'all came from apes because y'all was up there in the mountains, that's y'all business. But we wasn't up in no mountains. My family wasn't up in no mountains. Okay, I'm only what 1, 2, 3 generations, barely 3 generations out of slavery. When I think about it, like it's crazy. If you think about the time frames, be like, wait a minute, because my grandmother was born in 18 some I can't think 1865 or something like that. But anywho, I think it was something like that. But anyway, um, like I was saying before, Miss Jane Elliott showed me to stop calling people Caucasian people white. Caucasian people separate themselves because they make themselves feel. They want us to feel inferior, but we're not. If you know, again, if you know your Bible, if you know your Black history, we were kings and queens before we were ever slaves. And people need to get that in their head and stop acting like you still enslaved, because there's a lot of people still acting like they're enslaved. And I'm not talking about these people that are running here code switching. I'm not talking about none of that. I'm not talking about the people that's running around here passing. I mean, there's still more people out here passing, pretending to be Caucasian when they're actually Black. But that's their life. And they're going to have to deal with that, and they're going to have to deal with God with that. But people need to stop acting like the slave masters wasn't making babies with the help. I don't care if you was light skinned and lived in the house. He was humping on you. He was humping on the slaves outside. And it didn't make a difference if it was the wife or the daughter or the father. So that's where all that sick, twisted shit came from. See, all that wicked stuff that people like to do these days, y'all picking up the Caucasian people's because they've been doing nasty stuff since the beginning of time, wicked, evil stuff since the beginning of time. They have come and tried to make us feel like we are less than, when we are God's chosen people. If you believe what God has to say, it's in the Bible. Now, like I told y'all, I'm not I didn't say it like that, but I'm gonna say I'm not a Bible thumper, if you want to call it that. But I do know that the people that came last shall be first, especially in the kingdom of God. So all them people that think they're going to heaven with all the wicked shit and stuff that they do, it's not happening. I hope you take the time to thank God for bringing you on this earth, because see, y'all like division. Black people are one of the only races that will accept anybody for who they are most of the time. Other cultures may do it, but I also know the government will tell people from Africa, anybody coming to be a citizen into the United States, they tell them bad things about Black people, especially Black women in the United States. And they make them dislike us and hate us and think that we are here to take from them. And some people from Africa feel that way. But I need the people from Africa to understand our ancestors didn't ask to come here. They were snatched from their land. It's not our fault that we're here. Our ancestors did not ask to come to the United States. They were stolen from the continent of Africa and sold to this land that belonged to the Native Americans. See, like they love to keep saying they want to make America white again. America has never been white. Again, those people ain't white. They're either Russian, Turkish, Jewish, Italian, um Venezuela, they're all of that. But see, all them other countries they don't like the name with the people of color on it, like the Philippines. The Philippines, all you'll see right now from the Philippines that they show up front and close is light skinned or the Filipinos that look like they Puerto Rican. Because I worked with a bunch of them, and I thought a bunch of them was Puerto Rican. They're not. They Filipinos. But if you're in the Philippines and you're going around in the Philippines, you're gonna find Filipinos darker than you. Just like if you go to Asia, you're gonna find some dark Asians. But see, they don't do that. They also make African women from other countries think that it's better if they were light skinned and not the brown, beautiful skin that they are in. So now it's they are selling so many products to Africans to have them bleached in their skin. And I'm like, God made you that way. Why would you want to change it? I actually feel that way about people that keep getting their bodies done. Now, if you're doing it for health reasons or something like that, that's one thing. But if you still running around here doing all this goofy stuff to your face and to your body and all that, whatever happens to you, that's on you. Because God made you, and you felt it's your business to change it. God not gonna know who you are when you walk through the gates. Because that ain't who he made you to be. But like I said, I want y'all to listen to Miss Jan. Because again, there's no such thing as a white person. So let's see. We're gonna go to Mr. Jimmy Fallon. No. Also says stop calling it the United States. Okay.
Northernmost point of Canada to the southernmost point of South America lives in America. North America,
Hold on, y'all.
all Americans, but those of us in the United States of America, in that 48 contiguous states, Alaska, Hawaii, and the islands off the southeastern coast of the United States, we are the United States of Americans. And we've got to start calling this country either the United States, or if you don't want to use all those syllables, the U.S. We've got to be more northernmost point of Canada to the southernmost point of South America lives in America. North America, Central America, South America. We're all Americans, but those of us in the United States of America, in that 48 contiguous states, Alaska, Hawaii, and the islands off the southeastern coast of the United States, we are calling this country either the United States, or if you don't want to use all those syllables, the U.S. We've got to be more careful with our language.
Because I love me some her. And she give it to you real. So, give me 1 second. Because I want to find the proper one. Because what she had done a test. She did the blue-eyed, brown-eyed test. Okay, I'm going to show you this from Jimmy Fallon. The Tonight Show on Jimmy Fallon. Like I said, this is not going to be monetized. So, let me pull this top down because I want y'all to see her just in case you don't know who she is. Okay? Just in case you don't know who she is. But hold on. Sorry, y'all. Come on, YouTube. Y'all are acting up something terrible. Clip, why are you taking?
Appreciate it. For those not familiar with your work, can you explain what you do?
To give them some idea, white people,
Fair use, fair use, fair use is in effect.
some idea of how it feels to be treated unfairly on the basis of a physical characteristic over which you have no control. I say I use blue eyes, brown eyes, and anybody who doesn't have blue or brown eyes simply goes in the low class. I accuse brown-eyed people, who I always put on the top the first day, of being smarter, more worthwhile, more Christian, better to have too little melanin in your eyes, and so it allows too much sunlight to enter your eyes and damage your brain cells. And that's the reason blue-eyed people aren't as smart as brown-eyed people. Does that make sense to you?
No.
That's the thing that makes this exercise necessary, is the fact that we in education support the myth of one race and the myth of the rightness of
white people to talk to each other about racism.
The first thing I ask people to do is realize that there are no white people on the face of the earth. Now, unless you are an albino, and if you want to know how that goes, then you look up Tanzania, Google Tanzania, and look at what happens to albinos in that country. It's absolutely terrifying and indecent. However, it's practically what happens to people of other groups in the United States of America. We don't cut them in little pieces. We kill them in front of cameras. When you're going to talk to people of color, the first thing you don't say is, when I see people, I don't see people as black or brown or red or yellow. I just see people as people. Every year, at least several teachers are saying that to their students. They say, I don't see people as black or brown or red or yellow, but they never put the word white in there, because it's all right to see white, you see. And when you talk to a person of color, you have no right to say, when I see you, I don't see you black. And you have no right to say to some dozens of white women walk up to me and say, I'm not racist, I'm colorblind. You wouldn't wear that shirt with those pants. Now, they take exception to that, and they walk away very quickly and very angrily, because I have accused them of lying to their very face. People who say to me, I don't see color, or who say to a black person, I don't see you as black, are saying, I have the freedom to deny the largest organ inch by inch on your body, which is your skin. Now, if you can't see my skin, you can't see me. It's time for people to take those phrases out of their lexicon.
When did you?
Okay. If y'all haven't watched her program that she did with the kids, it's on YouTube. And her name is Janet Elliott. She is so powerful. She used to be a professor. I don't know if she's still working as a professor now, but she's the bomb. And she breaks it down for people. And again, this is being used as fair use. Fair use, fair use, fair use. Please don't strike my behind. Okay? I would appreciate it. And again, it's on Jimmy Fallon. So hold on. Let me let her talk some more.
Start the exercise with third graders, right?
The day after Martin Luther King Jr. was killed, he had been one of our heroes of the month in February, and he was dead in April. That time, our lesson plan for the next day was to learn the Sioux Indian prayer, which says, "O Great Spirit, keep me from ever judging a man until I've walked a mile in his moccasins." I was taking the teepee that my previous third graders had made home. I was going to wash it and dry it, iron it on the living room floor. I walked in my door. The telephone was ringing. I held the phone. It was my sister. She said, and I said, no. She said, you better turn. I said, why? She said, they killed him. And I said, who'd we kill this time? Because we were in a killing mood at that time. And she said, Martin Luther King Jr. And then my world stopped for about 3 seconds. And I'm sorry, but you're not supposed to get all the most tearing moments in my life, because he was trying to make things better for all of us, not just for black people. And we killed him because he and Malcolm X were coming closer together. And if they had united, they would have changed this situation. Make no doubt about that.
Sorry, y'all, I'm just talking. But the reason why I played that part is because you see how people treating people now? Because they got that orange demon in the White House and he was allowing this mess. They don't want this country to be better. He wants chaos and disruption and confusion. He's, like I told you, he's a demon. He's just like his boyfriend Putin and King Jong-un and him. He's a liar. He's a thief. He's a con man. And he's a 34 count felon criminal that should never be sitting in the White House. But again, she know, like the rest of us know, the government killed them. Unalived them. Whatever way you want to say it. We know that. That's what y'all was following them around, minding their business, when you should have been minding y'all own business. But I'm tired of people trying to rewrite history all the damn time. He's trying to erase our black history out of the White House. He's already torn down the east wing of the White House with no permission, no asking. He tore it down as if he lived at his home, and it's not. That's the people's home. That belongs to the people. And I pray that our ancestors are kicking his tail in that White House, because their blood is in that brick. Not nobody from his sorry ass family, but our family's blood is in those bricks and in that ground. His sorry ass couldn't even go to war crying about some heel spurs. See, they want you to fight for this country, but this country won't fight for you. That's why I told my sons, don't you ever think about joining nobody's army service, whatever. I salute the ones that did, had the heart to make it through. I salute you. But when you think about it, you put your life on the line for this country that tells you you ain't shit if your skin ain't the right color for them. They have homeless vets on the street now. You know what the orange demon wants to do? He wants to lock them in a jail cell because they're homeless. Who wants to lock up home? Why would you lock up homeless people? They're homeless because they probably have mental health issues. They could be having PTSD, anything. Instead of the government taking care of those that have fought for this country. Me personally, this is my personal opinion, my personal thoughts. I don't believe any vet that has served this country with their lives almost should have to pay for housing, should have to pay for a doctor bill, should damn near have to pay for nothing because they have given their lives to this country. What is this country giving back to them? Some they're shipping to other countries that they know nothing about. Other ones they have standing on the streets of Chicago and New York and Detroit and all over. For what? That's not what they're trained for. They're military fighters. That's what those people are for. They're supposed to be fighting wars, not standing on the streets of DC, standing around, just watching people. Those are like, what they call them? Back in the slave catchers. That's what those people are. And ICE, that fake ass ICE that orange demon got, those are slave catchers. I promise you, those are slave catchers. I keep telling everybody we living in the purge and I'm not playing with y'all. They want to eliminate as many people of color as they can. He don't care where he send us. He don't care what he do. Nothing. But let Miss Jane finish talking. because I know I will talk y'all ear off.
So they both had to die, and they were killed. And so I had to go into my classroom the next morning and explain to my students why Martin Luther King Jr. was dead. And I didn't know how to do it. I watched television that night, and I saw Walter Cronkite interviewing three leaders of the Black community. And he said to them, when our leader was killed, his widow held us together. Who's going to keep your people in line? I was shocked and dismayed that he would ask those black males that question. So I changed the channel. And there was Dan Rather saying to three leaders of the Black community, don't you you Negroes, don't you Negroes think you should feel sympathy for us white people because we can't feel the sorrow at the anger at this killing that you Black people can. At that moment, I wadded up the teepee that I was ironing on the floor. I threw it into the closet. And at that moment, I decided that not only was I going to teach my students the Indian prayer the next day, "O Great Spirit, keep me from ever judging a man till I've walked in his moccasins," I was going to arrange to have it answered for them. I was going to allow some of my students to walk in the shoes of a child of color in my classroom for a day. Now, I didn't know how this exercise would work. If I had known how it would work, I probably wouldn't have done it. If I had known that after I did that exercise, I lost all my friends, no teacher would speak to me where they could be seen speaking to me because it wasn't good politics to be seen talking to the town's only N-word lover. My parents lost their business. They owned a lunchroom in a hotel. My children were spit on. Their belongings were destroyed. They were physically and verbally abused by their peers, by their teachers, and by the parents of their peers because they had an N-word lover for a mother.
What steps can we take to fix this problem?
Okay. I'm going to say this. That's another thing. Caucasian people keep saying, what can we do to fix this thing? Tell your people stop hating Black people just because they're Black. Take them somewhere and re-educate them. I don't know. Get them some real history books. Tell them the real truth about the history. Because all them people that claim they made all that stuff, they ain't make that stuff. They stole them ideas from another Black man or another Black woman. They've been stealing from this country since the beginning of time. And they always try to throw it on the Democrats. We ain't going there today. But I'm just saying. The ones that take advantage and get over it, they take it up and blame it on Democrats, and it's all the Democrats' fault. Okay. Since y'all have seen what she looked like, let me cover this up and I'm going to let it finish playing. Okay. But it's still here. But I just want people, again, like I said, we did not come from apes. We came from Adam and Eve. And there is no such thing as white people. They are melanin deficient people. Okay. Let me see. Because I might not. Yeah, I'm going to play that one. Definitely going to play that one. But, yeah, I'm going to let that one go. Hold on, I'm going to let that one go. Here goes one that I love. She had me laughing so hard. Because this is true. It's very true. Hold on. Okay, come on now. Stop spinning. I ain't got all day.
And that's a fact.
Hold on.
What a nice surprise. Yesterday, I sent you a reminder, but you didn't answer me back, so I wasn't sure if you would join the meeting today. But
I was going to do this if it was the last thing I ever did, and it almost was. But so let's get on with it.
Welcome to Holland, Jane. What's the first thing that comes to mind when you think of the Netherlands?
Well, the first thing I think of is Jillian Misch, who works in the Netherlands, who lives in the Netherlands, and who I worked with doing a blue-eyed, brown-eyed exercise with some people in the Netherlands for several years. She's just lovely.
So you have visited the Netherlands before?
Yes, love it. Absolutely love it.
So what do you like about the Netherlands?
Well, what I like about it is Donald Trump isn't the president.
Hello.
Well, then
And,
you
if,
like
and
many
if, he,
countries.
if he runs again, I'm moving to the Netherlands.
Are you?
Well, I hope
Yes,
she didn't
I'm
go
going
to
to
the
live in
Netherlands.
Glasgow. Isn't that in the Netherlands?
Well, Glasgow is England.
Oh,
Or-
sorry, I've been in England too, but I've been in the Netherlands. Jillian is living in Glasgow, but
Right.
she and I worked in the Netherlands. Sorry about that.
No problem, no problem. So do you think it's likely that Trump is going to be president again?
No, he's going to be in jail.
All right.
Well, she was
Well,
wrong on that one.
He has to be. He is not fit to serve again in any government agency of any kind, and we all know it.
Yeah,
And
that's
we knew
a
it in the
fact.
first place because he got his way to govern a country from reading the book The New World Order by Adolf Hitler, and that's a fact.
Yep,
That's
he
a
wants to
fact.
be a dictator.
And well, what's the alternative then?
What's the alternative?
Yes.
Oh, there's named Beto O'Rourke, who lives in Texas, who is tall and brilliant and should be president of the United States.
What about Ron DeSantis?
That is a Trump clone.
Mm-hmm.
Now she telling the truth right there. She telling the truth right there. She ain't lying, because them is some fools and a bunch of dummies. But this is not what I wanted to share with y'all. Where did the video go? I'm about to get mad because I don't want to listen to this man talk to her forever. Oh, it was Roland Martin. Shout out to Mr. Roland Martin. Y'all go subscribe to Mr. Roland Martin. Please do that. I can show y'all Roland Martin. Shout out to Mr. Roland Martin. Can't call him Uncle Roro because I'm older than him. Okay? I just can't. I'm older than him, so I can't call him Uncle Roro. Well, I do when I be talking about it from the TV. Hold on. All right, this is the most intelligent videos that I get to play for y'all, because y'all get to see how she get down and how she work. If you don't know about this lady, please go follow Miss Jane Elliott. Please follow her. This from Roland Martin. Go follow Roland Martin too for some real news.
He said, Lord.
When you're a male, you see, time really is slow. I thought it was just a few minutes, but he says all day. Oh, his minutes are so important.
Yeah, right. James back there going, when the hell we going out? Come
That's
on.
right, yeah. Let's get this show on the road. I've been here long enough now.
Good morning.
Oh, by the way,
Told you we were ready.
As you can see, I have my work cut out for me. This is either going to be the easiest job.
Again, this is Mr. Roland Martin's video, and he'll never strike me because he enjoys the fact that people are sharing the news that he spreads and the stories. So you'll see me also bringing up a lot of Roland Martin stuff because he keeps us up to date on what's going on. Because I want to keep us up to date what's going on with our people, okay? And I mean all of us. Even I'm not talking about the haters. We all got haters, and I'm gonna play a video about some haters. But hold on, I want y'all to hear this.
Or the hardest job this morning. We'll
Baby,
see
you're going to
how
have an
it
easy
goes.
job. Don't worry about it.
So you heard the introductions about our guests this morning, and I want to put a finer point on the work that they're doing, specifically with Miss Elliott. We heard about the blue-eyed, brown-eyed experiment that she's done. I want to say,
exercise.
workshop exercise. For her work, she's received death threats. She's been hit. She's been threatened with a knife. She has been shunned by her various communities.
And her family.
And her family.
Damn, you black.
Black, I'm black.
You black.
I might as well be.
Welcome to the family.
Isn't everybody black? The first modern human being that evolved on this earth was a black woman. And we're all descendants of that black woman.
Now, did y'all hear that? So people don't be thinking I'm crazy and I'll just be saying any old thing. I've been checking my history. Okay. That's another reason why I love this lady, because she will give it to you raw and uncut and uncensored. And I appreciate her for that. Because if people, and I'm talking about people in general, use their common sense that God gave them and realize we are the human race. We are humans. Whether you do good or you do bad, we are still humans. But to always want to put us against each other is insanity to me. Because when I'm going to keep it real with y'all, 100%. If it was not for black folks, if it wasn't for the black slave, them babies, the slave masters' babies would have never got fed. They wouldn't learn how to wash their ass. It's a whole bunch of stuff that Caucasians would never know. It's like a lot of them still don't know about washcloths. I'm just saying. Well, let me let her finish, and then I'm going to stop because it's almost an hour and I don't want to hold y'all too long.
Now, if you don't learn anything else in here today, and if you don't remember anything else, you remember this. There's only one race. There is no black race. Let me show you something. Well, every person in this room who thinks he or she is a member of the white race, please stand.
They scared as hell.
That's it, folks. There's only one race. And we all came from a black female. So there's only one race, and it's the black race. Forget all the rest of this nonsense. This has gone on long enough. We've had enough. I'm sorry. I interrupted you. Sorry about that.
Told y'all we were ready to go.
Told you it was going to be a bad day. Go ahead. Go ahead with your introduction.
Play that. Wait, am I on mute? No, I'm not on mute. I'm going to save that, and I can add the rest of this to when I talk about branded from the beginning. Okay. Save this because I'm gonna go back to the intended. I wanted to make it clear to people. Stop thinking that anybody is better than anybody else, because you're not better than us. We all came from the same God. I don't care if you call him Yeshua, if you call him God, if you call him Allah, if you call him Jehovah, he is the same God. And people need to get that in their thick skulls. Stop thinking you have a different God than I have, because you don't. We all are covered under one God. And again, people need to realize the only reason why in America we call him God is because that's what was taught to us, that he was called God. Not that he was called Jehovah. Now he's called all the Bible. But I believe in certain congregations, certain churches, certain mosques, whichever, they go by what is ever in the Bible themselves. They call him Yeshua. I can't even talk. Allah. All that's the same. He's all the same being. And I need people to get that in their thick skull. But I definitely want y'all to get in your thick skull. We, as a people, did not come from no damn apes. Stop telling whoever's telling you that lie. or putting that junk in your mind, stop believing it. I know I've seen pictures since I was a little kid with that bullshit, and I knew that was a lie then, and it's still a lie. We were birthed into this world. We didn't grow from apes. So, I think I have given y'all enough what I was going to talk about, but I hope I catch y'all coming up and hang with me when I talk about this movie. This damn TV cut off of me and get on the screen. It's on Netflix. So if you're a Netflix watcher, take yourself some time and watch. Hold on. Stamped from the beginning. See, they want to erase American history. They keep forgetting that black folks built that White House. A lot of Asians that were held hostage and basically enslaved helped build the railroad tracks in this country. People need to understand their history. Stop listening to this bullshit that they be spewing out them books. If they want to take some books out of the school, let them take them fake books out of school telling y'all all this Christopher Columbus discovered America. Christopher Columbus ain't discovered shit. Christopher Columbus came over here and did a U-turn. That's all he did. Then he brought his Caucasian people from over this way, brought his Caucasian people from over there in Europe, took their asses over to Haiti and to Africa continents and all that, and snatched up people and brought them in and enslaved them. Okay? We did not come from apes. We came from Adam and Eve. And again, there is no such thing as white people, because Caucasian people are not white. They are melanin deficient. Okay? So, I hope y'all enjoyed this video. And leave your comments down in the comment section. I want some real answers and some real replies. I want to know what y'all think, what y'all feel, because this is what I'm going to do sometimes. If I got a thought in my mind and I feel like talking some real life talk, that's what I'm going to do. Okay? Sometimes it'll be live and sometimes it won't. But I'm still going to be in that live and I'm going to be watching y'all comments. Keep it cute or keep it mute. No cussing in my chat. If you cuss in here, please be creative with your words. Because if you're not creative with your words, certain words I don't allow in my chat anyway, but they will be blocked and YouTube will block them as well. So be mindful when you're trying to cuss. Please be creative with your words and spelling. I appreciate that. But again, please make sure you take the time to hit the like button. Subscribe to both of these channels. Astute Queen Bee's Thoughts and Thoughts of Astute Queen Bee. Okay? I'm going to give y'all a little prayer before we get out of here, because that's what we do over here. We also do this. Let me give you this first, because that would be backwards if I did it that way. But this is real talk. I don't know how old this video is, but I've been playing. I'm going to keep on playing it every time I come live, because this real talk right here. And this is how we talk.
We live in a country that's so full of shit, so don't criticize me just because I can't get with your grammar, your lingo, your doing your thing. Oh, I'm wrong because I like blackjack and your ass like bingo. Oh, no, I don't think so. This how I talk. You think I'm going to listen to people like you when I see, hear, and read all the shit that you do? The same country that exploits us and uses our skills for profit and gain, but our brothers they kill, and my naive sisters you manipulate so well need to just wear a sign saying sex for sale, but only corporate pimps will make an attempt to market that product, and they do it well, because if you sell your own body, your ass going to jail. This how I talk. Just because I don't say it how you tell me I should, that don't make what I'm saying misunderstood. I talk like I want to. I'm just being me. I feel justified and I just feel so free because I've experienced up close your hypocrisy when you stole away my identity, then told me that I'm supposed to be me and tried to trick a bitch by telling me I'm free. This is how I talk. This is how it's going to be. Until you explain to me some foul shit about you, I'm going to talk just the way that I choose to. See, I really don't think you got my best interest at heart. I'm not being rebellious. I'm just being smart, because it's really not easy to live in a nation that's okay with welfare but not reparations, trapping you in a system and calling it help. Shit, just open up the door and I get it myself. This how I talk. This all I got left. to say what I want to and in my own way, and I'm going to utilize the right while I got it today, because if the right people get pissed, they're going to take that away. Don't forget that in schools it's illegal to pray. Don't hate on me because I call what I see. Just don't fear the truth, because it will set you free. But this freedom we speak of, it comes with a price. Don't lose your strength because you're trying to be nice. Go ahead and piss somebody off once or twice. I guarantee you it'll be worth the sacrifice. This is how I talk.
Shout out to Adele Givens. Listen, I love me some Adele Givens. That's how we talk. Again, people, they complain about, matter of fact, nope, I'm not going to add that to this. I'm going to do a different live. I might have to do it live. I'm going to do a live. And we're going to discuss some things. All right. But thank y'all for anybody that came by. Feel free to share the video. I don't mind. Like the video. Hype it up if you're catching this on the replay. Because I'm going to premiere this one. Yeah, I am. I'm going to premiere this one. Because this is real talk. We talking real life. And I hope some of y'all will join me in some conversations about real life talk. Okay. So let me give y'all some love, and then I'm going to get out of here. Hold on. Matter of fact, I'm going to play two things so I can break them up. Hold on.
I'm gifted. I'm too gifted to be in circles that don't understand what's inside of me. I am too gifted to be in a family that keeps playing me like I am who I used to be when God is shifting me. I am too gifted. If I'm a gift, the reason people don't appreciate you fully, because every great gift comes in a wrap. And some people will never experience the gift you are because they can't deal with the packaging you come in. You don't put expensive gifts in raggedy packages. And the reason God built you the way you are is because he knew if certain people got access to your gift, they would have manipulated your gift for evil. So God developed you in private before people who would take advantage of you got exposed to your. I didn't get my gift from Miles. I didn't get my gift from Yale. I didn't get my gift from my mama. I didn't get it from my daddy. What I got on the inside of me came from the Holy Spirit. And if the Holy Spirit gave it to me, it ain't a devil in hell or a hater on earth that can take what God got from me. They can lie on you, talk about you, leave you, break up with you, get back with you, and after you done crying, your gift still gonna be there.
So everybody know that God gave you a gift. Don't let nobody take it from you. We all have a special gift in us. It's up to us to apply it. Okay? This is my man. I have to play this. My apologies to anybody that finds this offensive, but this is my jam. So thank y'all for coming through. Y'all might not want to hear it, but I love this man. I don't know who he is, but his flow is funky. So y'all have a good day. Matter of fact, if y'all could do a sister a favor, drop some purple hearts and some crowns in the chat for yourself. That's from me to you, because I appreciate each and every one of y'all that come through here. All right, let me play this and drop that while this plays, and it's gonna be a stoop. We be out.
You can kick rocks if you don't like how I talk. I'm gonna keep on talking and walk my walk. Ain't changing my tone, ain't changing my song. I was born this way, been loud too long. You can hate my style, you can roll your eyes, but I ain't slowing down, I was born to rise. So kick them rocks if you don't like how I talk. I'm gonna keep on talking and walk my walk. I've lost some friends, made a few new foes, but that's just life, that's how it goes. I ain't bending over just to please a crowd. If I fall down, I'll fall down proud. I talk my truth, I live my way. Ain't no